The most critical, important factor in solving the murder case of Caylee Anthony is to know, without question, that either Casey cooked up a whole crock for the two shrinks, that she explained what happened and how Caylee was murdered. That has to be the critical. These two guys, Danziger and Weiss, are the linchpin to this case. So, how do I know, without any doubt whatsoever, that Casey opened up and absolutely told what happened that she saw, that she completely witnessed? And the finest point of all, that I haven't mentioned to anybody on these YouTubes, is the fact that George's sleeves were wet. That's what she noticed. One thing that the shrink said about Casey was she was meticulous. She was a photographer. She paid attention to detail. Now, she doesn't understand why this is so important, but I'm going to explain it to you. And I hope to God she listens to these YouTubes, especially this one, about this, the fact that only George's sleeves were wet when he brought the kid in. That's what she told him, okay? Now, if you think she could just sit in that jail cell for 2.5 years and absolutely cook up something like that, you're a fool. I mean, that's absurd. Okay? That's what she saw. She wouldn't know. Because if she really knew and she wanted to use this because it's such an important fact, she would be pointing her finger right at George. But she just knew that he had his sleeves wet. She didn't get the reason and the purpose and the whole deal. And that is because George had murdered Caylee after he molested her that morning. Okay? He just took a pillow and boom, suffocated her. Okay? Not a squeal came out of her. Because here's what I know. When George came busted into Casey's room and they started hunting around for Caylee, who George had stashed dead, okay? And Casey had looked in the pool and there's absolutely nothing in the pool except water, okay? She goes back in the house. Then he comes in with Caylee in his arms, dead, and she's soaking wet. So she hit the bottom, okay? So if she really was drowned in the pool, which she wasn't, she was already dead. He just dunked her in the pool, and that got his arms wet. Period. Okay? Dunk out, carry her in. Because to get her off the bottom, he would have had to jump in, and he'd be soaking wet. Wouldn't he jump in if he had seen Caylee on the bottom of the pool? Would he have thought twice? Gee, I don't really want to get wet. I don't think I'll jump in. How stupid is that? Okay? So you see, on top of the fact that nobody can understand this for some ridiculous reason. That the fact that they put Caylee in the woods and hid her is evidence of the murder. You just don't do that because your mother's going to yell at you, okay? You don't say, Jesus, I'll put her in the woods. I'll make believe she got kidnapped because my mother's going to yell at me, or my wife is going to yell at me. That's going to turn it into a murder then, okay? So that's when old Ashton here comes up with a stupid idea that she took tape, duct tape, and that was the murder weapon that she used. This guy's a nitwit, okay? complete liar, comes up with stupid, idiotic possibilities that don't even, they didn't happen, first of all. So that's all there is to it. He just cooked it up in his head. What is he saying? Oh, the tape went this way and the tape, he's showing the jury. Okay, like he could actually see her putting the tape on Kaylee to suffocate her with his dopey theory on that, okay? So you see, George smothers her, she's dead, she isn't saying a peep, you understand? Because to think that, oh, Kaylee's going to all of a sudden come out of nowhere now. They looked all over the place, right? She's just going to pop out of thin air, and she's going to run over to the pool now and dive in and drown. And then all of a sudden, George is going to go out there. Oh, guess what I found? Here, look. And he's got only his sleeves wet now, you see. You see, here's the point. The question is, did Casey tell the absolute 100% truth to the shrinks? And the answer is absolutely yes. Period. That is what happened. That is exactly what she saw. She just doesn't understand. I mean, she wasn't so shocked. She was so insane, okay? Whatever they want to call it. She's in shock. She's in denial. She actually believes the kid isn't dead when she knows the kid is absolutely dead. Okay? I mean, come on. What does she have to do? Is that it? She have to do like this, maybe? Maybe like this, huh? And you'll think that she was nuts? No. I mean, if you go to the nut house, you'll see. Those people aren't doing all that. You understand? Some of them appear to be fine, and they're completely nuts. Okay? But that's it. You see? And the problem here is that Bias injected this accident. He thought, oh, I'll beat this case. It'll just be an accident. There won't even be a murder. You can't prove there's a murder because you don't have evidence. Oh, yeah? You sure as hell do have evidence. Just the fact that she was ditched in the woods is evidence of a murder. Okay? So she's a skeleton now, so you can't, what are you going to do? You know? You can't see anything on her throat that she got suffocated, or you can't, nothing, there's nothing there. Okay? So, that's a murder. You understand? It's that simple. It has to be a murder. Oh, they really were worried about getting yelled at from Cindy? So they made it look like a murder? No. She went berserk, in denial. She didn't make this shit up. That's what she did. Okay? And she's still screwed up. Because if she really wasn't screwed up, she would call the FBI right away. Say, you know what? I'm done. I am finished worrying about, I want to just let this hang out. And he killed her. And I am not happy about him killing her. Okay? In fact, I'm pissed. And if you're not pissed, there's something really screwed up in your freaking head, which is the point. She is completely screwed up. Otherwise, she would have done this. Okay? After sitting in jail for 3 years and now another year on top of that, right? Where she's hiding from everybody? For what? She's innocent. Okay? Clear it up. Only they can convict George. Clears it up. That's it. So why wait? I mean, it's not going to be better if you wait another week or another month or another year or another 10 years. You're just getting old sitting in the room. That's plain stupid. Okay? So is she a stupid person? Nope. Is she nuts? Yep. Until she can come clean now. 100%. She has nothing to, I mean, she's not guilty. Period. It's not like, oh my God, she's really, really guilty, but she's going to kind of twist it around. And I don't know. She's not freaking guilty, that's all. So she shouldn't be diddling around, okay?